Ugh, you stubborn rascal. Anne! Come here. Look what you've done.
What is it, Alex? Why is it that you have to call me that, seriously? And why are you so angry? Is there something I did wrong?
Well, you don't know that? I can't believe you could be this lazy. You're the daughter-in-law, so you should know what to do to make your father-in-law happy. And look at this house. It's a stupid mess. I can't see it as my house anymore. The house is a mess, rubbish everywhere. And the most important thing, where is my breakfast? You are such a stupid, lazy girl, don't you know? Well, excuse me for expecting some basic responsibilities to be fulfilled. It's not my fault you can't even manage a simple task like making breakfast on time.
What? Breakfast? Oh my god, what on earth are you talking about? Pardon me to enlighten you, just look at the clock for yourself. Look at what time it is. It's 10 a.m. Too late for breakfast.
So what? What's so important about that? Don't make excuses for your own irresponsibility. You're lazy and stupid. That's all.
Well, I think you should know this, but this morning I did make the breakfast for everyone in this family. But you couldn't even wake up to attend it, just because yesterday you drank so much that you couldn't even open your eyes and eat breakfast with everyone. I woke you up several times, but it's no use. You slept like a log. Ugh, it's exhausting, you know? So it's all your fault not to wake up on time for your meal.
Wait, what? Are you saying that I'm at fault? I can't believe it. How dare you blame everything on your father-in-law?
Oh, I see how it is. You're just going to twist my words and make it all about your precious ego. Typical. How could you say that to me?
Twist your words? I'm simply reacting to the ridiculous accusation that everything is my fault. I can't believe you're blaming your own inability to wake me up on me.
Inability to wake you up? I practically had to shake you like a rag doll just to get a response. It's not my fault you were in such a deep slumber after your drinking spree.
Deep slumber? So now I'm not allowed to sleep peacefully after a night out? Is that it? I suppose I should apologize for needing rest like a normal human being.
Normal human being? Ha! Normal human beings don't drink themselves into a stupor and then expect everyone else to cater to their every need.
Oh, please. It was just one night of letting loose. I'm allowed to have fun once in a while without being berated for it. And I have a lot of friends who would spare any time to have a glass of beer with me. I can't leave them like that. Don't you know what's called close friends?
What have you just said? Well, I don't think so. Close friends will help people to get rid of bad habits, not making each other become addicted to them. I think you misunderstand this word the whole time, Alex.
Shut your mouth, or I'll do that for you. How could you be that naughty and stubborn? I can't accept that attitude to be in my house. I am your father-in-law. Remember that and mind your manners. I'm always on the right side. I am your boss, so you have to obey me. Get it?
Obey you? You're the boss? Is that what you call stumbling around like a drunken fool and leaving me to pick up the pieces? Your idea of a boss is a nightmare for me.
Well, of course. Don't be that uptight and controlling. You are my son's wife. That doesn't mean you can take over this whole family in your hand.
Uptight and controlling? That's rich coming from someone who can't even take responsibility for their own actions. I'm not the one who gets blackout drunk and neglects their family.
Neglects their family? That's a bit dramatic, don't you think? I'm a loving father and husband, and I always fulfill my responsibility. One night of indulgence doesn't define me.
Loving father and husband? That's laughable. If you truly loved your family, you wouldn't prioritize your own fleeting pleasures over their well-being.
Fleeting pleasures? So now you're belittling my happiness. I can't believe I'm being attacked for wanting to enjoy my life.
It's not about belittling your happiness. It's about expecting some semblance of responsibility and consideration. But I guess those concepts are beyond your comprehension.
Beyond my comprehension? Spare me the condescending tone. I'm not the one who acts like a martyr every time something doesn't go their way.
Martyr? You have no idea what it takes to keep this family running smoothly. Maybe if you had a clue, you'd appreciate my efforts instead of dismissing them.
Oh, I appreciate your efforts, all right. I appreciate how you constantly find ways to criticize and undermine me. It's truly a talent.
Oh my goodness. Please, You're the one who can't even take responsibility for your own mistakes. It's always someone else's fault in your world.
Well, maybe if you weren't so obsessed with pointing out everyone else's flaws, you'd realize that you're far from perfect yourself.
I can't understand what you are blabbering about. You're being unreasonable. I never claimed to be perfect, but at least I take my responsibilities seriously. Unlike some people I know.
Spare me the self-righteous act. I'm not interested in your terrible and arrogant attitude.
Whoa. I'm not showing any attitude here, and you don't have the right to say that about me. I can't believe these words are coming from a person who can't even admit when they're wrong. It's truly remarkable.
Well, that's the way you want, right? You hate it when I am trying to teach you how to be a good daughter-in-law. And now you want to show your anger towards your own father-in-law? That's unacceptable. One day you'll have to suffer your own punishment. Just go on with all your complaining and whining. But remember, I have all means to make you become an obedient wife and daughter. Ha 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 ha.
Hey darling, what did you think about today's meal?
It's amazing, dear. I love it. I know that my wife always cooks the most wonderful dish in this world for me, right?
Thank you, sweetheart. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I always try my best to make delicious meals for you, because seeing you happy and satisfied is the greatest reward for me.
Well, you certainly succeeded today. Every bite was bursting with incredible flavors. You have a talent for combining ingredients in such a way that it creates a symphony of taste in my mouth. I honestly can't get enough of your cooking.
Oh, you're too kind, my love, but I have to admit, it's your unwavering support and appreciation that motivates me to keep experimenting in the kitchen. Your enthusiasm and genuine enjoyment make all the time and effort I put into cooking worthwhile.
Trust me, darling. It's easy to be enthusiastic when the food is as fantastic as what you prepare. I feel so lucky to have a wife who not only loves me but also knows how to make interesting dishes for the family. I'm really grateful for that, you know?
Thank you. Anyway, did you notice your dad's face when tasting my food? He seemed not really happy, didn't he?
What? Do you really think so? Sorry, but I didn't know that. The food was so delicious that I couldn't stop eating.
Well, I did look at him sometimes, and he didn't show any interest in what I prepared for him. He even frowned his face. It's just sad to see your father like this. He never wants to accept me as his true daughter-in-law.
No, don't say that. My father is a good man. He's just too shy to express his feelings for others. You know, he's a man. It's really hard for him to do that, as he thinks it would make him become weak in front of others.
I, of course, understand that, but he just becomes really angry these days. He even hit me several times.
Oh my god, I'm really sorry for what he's done to you. Recently, he's been addicted to wine and beer, and he goes out with his friends almost every day. That's why his mood is not good. I've tried to tell him lots of times, but my efforts just went in vain.
Really? After being addicted to those things, he gets really angry easily and always beats me. He's being too much, Dave. You must have a word with him.
Sure thing, I will.
Thank you, Dave. I know it's a difficult situation, but I appreciate your willingness to step in and talk to him. It's not just about me, but also about his well-being. His addiction is affecting his behavior and our relationship.
I understand, Anne. It breaks my heart to see you hurt and to witness the negative impact his addiction is having on both of you. I'll make it a priority to have a serious conversation with him about the consequences of his actions and how it's affecting those around him.
I'm glad to hear that, Dave. Maybe he needs to hear it from someone other than me to truly understand the gravity of the situation. I hope he realizes that his addiction is not only harming himself, but also causing pain to the people who care about him.
Absolutely, Anne. Addiction is a complex issue, and it often requires a collective effort to overcome it. By confronting him, I hope to offer support and help him find the strength to seek treatment or make positive changes in his life. It's important that he knows he's not alone in this battle.
That's very true, Dave. I believe that deep down, he's still the person we know and love. Maybe he just needs a wake-up call to realize the destructive path he's on. I hope he can find the courage to confront his addiction and take the necessary steps toward recovery.
It won't be an easy journey for him, Anne, but with our support and the encouragement, he may find the strength to overcome his addiction. We can also look into resources and support groups that can assist him in his recovery process. It's crucial that he knows we're there for him every step of the way. Oh, why don't we tell Grandma? She's his mother. She'll know how to deal with him.
I couldn't agree more, Dave. Our love and support can make a significant difference in his recovery. It's important to remember that addiction is a disease, and compassion is key. And of course, a mother will understand her son the most. That's actually a great idea, Dave. I completely agree.
Yes, I'm glad that you can understand my father and be happy to join hands with me to help him overcome it. I will tell him so that he could be happy again, hopefully. We both want him to become better, right? I can't let this situation continue to happen to you. You're my wife, so I will do anything to protect you. Just remember that, okay?
Thank you so much. I'm glad that my husband would do anything for me, and I'll try to protect myself too. So don't be too worried about me, Dave. I will be just fine, I'm sure.
Well, what a relief to hear this. Okay, if you need anything, don't hesitate to call me, please.
Okay, it's late now. Good night. I love you.
Love you too. Not again. This is ridiculous. Anne! Did you forget to make my meal again? Wherever you are right now, just come back and make it, or I'll make your life miserable.
What? Are you threatening me? I can't believe it. I'm suffering killing pain right now. And you're forcing me to go and make you lunch? What kind of person are you? You're such a cruel and brutal father. I can't take it anymore.
Like I care, and I don't want to know what you are even talking about. What pain? Are you making excuses so that you can get away with not doing the household chore? I won't let you do that. You lazy, filthy brat.
How come you don't even remember what happened last night? You came home drunk and made a fuss over me, saying that I'm so useless to be Dave's wife. And even when I tried so hard to calm you down, you just refused to listen. Instead, you held your wine bottle and slapped me with it. How could you be that heartless to your own daughter-in-law?
Oh, please, spare me the melodrama. I highly doubt I did any of those things you're accusing me of. You're just trying to manipulate the situation and make me feel guilty. Well, it's not going to work.
Manipulate? Guilty? Are you serious right now? I have no reason to lie about what happened. I'm sharing my pain and trying to make you understand the gravity of your actions. But you're too busy being defensive and dismissive to even consider the possibility that you've done something wrong.
Look, I don't have time for your whining and exaggerations. If you have a problem with me, take it up with someone else. I couldn't care less about your feelings or what you think of me, so just drop it already.
It's disheartening to see how little you care about the impact of your actions. I thought we were family, that there would be some level of respect and love between us. But it's clear that you're more interested in avoiding responsibility and maintaining your ego than acknowledging the pain you've caused.
Oh, please, spare me the lecture. I don't need your sanctimonious preaching. If you want to play the victim and make me out to be the bad guy, go ahead. But I'm not going to waste my time indulging in your little pity party.
You know what, Alex? Your inability to take ownership of your actions and show even a shred of empathy is truly disappointing.
Fine by me. I don't need you or anyone else telling me what to do or how to live my life. And who do you think I am? I am your father-in-law. Why do I have to listen to your stupid, useless words? All of them are rubbish. Trash.
What? So this is how you say sorry to your daughter-in-law after hitting her face with a bottle? Can't believe it. Dave and I even think that you would eventually change and become a much better person. We're wrong all these times.
Whatever. Blah, blah, blah. All that I can hear is just that. Well, then I'm really glad, because at least I no longer have to hear any words of yours anymore. Finally, I can rest and do anything I like. Poor you. You're at the hospital, so you can't disturb me and ruin my beautiful days.
What? Seems like you show no feeling of guilt towards what you've done to me. Ugh, I'm a fool to believe that you will change, but here you are, and still a cold-hearted father-in-law. Why do you have to do so?
Guilt? Why should I feel guilty? You're just trying to manipulate the situation and make me out to be a bad guy. Well, it's not going to work. I refuse to carry the burden of your accusations and play into your victim mentality.
Manipulate? Victim mentality? You really don't get it, do you? I'm not trying to manipulate anything. I'm expressing my genuine hurt and disappointment at your actions, and it's not about playing the victim. It's about holding you accountable for the pain you've caused.
Oh, spare me the dramatics. Hold me accountable? For what? A supposed incident that I don't even remember? I can't be held responsible for something I have no recollection of. If you want to blame someone, blame yourself for exaggerating and blowing things out of proportion.
Blowing things out of proportion? Exaggerating? You hit me, Alex. You physically assaulted me. And now you're acting as if it's all a big joke. It's clear that you have no empathy or remorse for what you've done. I don't understand how you can be so cold-hearted towards your own family.
What have you just said? That's rich coming from you. You think you're so perfect, don't you? Well, newsflash, Anne, you're far from it. You've always had this holier-than-thou attitude, acting as if you're superior to everyone else. Maybe it's time you took a good hard look in the mirror.
This isn't about me being perfect, Alex. It's about basic decency and respect. It's about treating your loved ones with kindness and empathy. But it's clear that those concepts are lost on you. You're more interested in deflecting blame and attacking me than acknowledging your own actions.
Acknowledging my actions? For something I don't even remember? I can't believe you're still harping on about this. It's clear you're just looking for someone to blame, and I'm an easy target. Well, I won't let you make me the scapegoat for your own unhappiness.
Unhappiness? This isn't about my happiness, Alex. It's about the well-being and safety of our family. And I'd hoped that you would take responsibility for your actions and work toward change. But it's evident that's not going to happen. I can't force you to care or to see the impact of your behavior.
What the hell have you just said? Are you saying that I'm wrong? Is my habit wrong? Well, you got the nerve to do that. You don't have the right to accuse your father-in-law of anything. You'd better know your place in this house soon, or I'll hit you again with my bottle. Well, don't blame me for anything. I'm just teaching you some important stuff if you still want to live in this house. But if you want to, you can stay in the hospital all your life. Now, get lost and don't expect I'll pay for your expenses. Dad! Dad! What have you done to my wife? Please, answer me. I can't believe it. How could you do that to Anne? Oh, hi son. What's the matter? What with Anne? Ah, you mean I hit her? Nah, it's just a small problem. A tiny mistake. She disobeyed my advice, so I just taught her a lesson. I don't know it could become this bad. Dad, this is not a small problem or a tiny mistake. You physically hurt my wife, your own daughter-in-law. How can you be so nonchalant about it? This is unacceptable and completely out of line. What do you even mean? I just showed her how to be a good wife instead of intervening in others' affairs. Is that wrong? You're falling into her trap, Dave. Just open your eyes and see. Best for me? It's not just about your intentions, Dad. It's about the consequences of your actions. You can't just brush it off as a simple lesson. Physical violence is never an acceptable way to teach someone a lesson, especially not your own family. You need to understand the gravity of what you've done. Oh wow, so you're on her side now, right? I'm scared. If you two want to fight against me, then just do that. I don't give a damn about that. Really? Well, you should, because I know you're planning something behind you. Planning behind? What on earth are you actually talking about? I'm planning what? Don't even try to blame everything on your dad like that. Are you really my son? I know that you're planning to steal this house and sell it to get money for your stupid hobby. Last night, when you were still drunk, you said it without even thinking. It's just unacceptable. You've gone crazy. What? No way. You can't. Oh yes. I heard you clear as day, Dad. You were slurring your words, but it was unmistakable. You were talking about selling this house to fund your ridiculous hobby. How can you even deny it now? I can deny it because it's a complete fabrication. You must have misunderstood or misheard something. I would never stoop so low as to sell our family home for some hobby. You're just trying to stir up unnecessary drama. Unnecessary drama? Dad, this is a serious accusation. I have every right to be concerned about the future of our family and our home. I can't believe that you would even entertain such a thought, let alone mention it while under the influence. It's beyond irresponsible. So don't have any proof for that. So don't you dare accuse me of that. The nerve of you to argue against your own. It's unbelievable, you know. But if you want, just go ahead. I'm not afraid of your childish games, Dave. I know you too well. Ho, wait a minute. Actually, I got something to send you. Check it out. Oh no, it can't be. How dare you record my words when I'm drunk? You're such a crooked son. I can't believe in my ears. Well, I never want to treat you this way, but you make me do it. And you know what? I've sent this recording to Grandma. She'll know all about your crime. Huh? OMG, you did that? Unbelievable. And more than that, Anne has been collecting proof to sue you. Wait, what? You say what? Anne's gonna sue me? That's just absurd. She can't do that to me. Yes, we have all the right to report all of your crimes. Your days of bullying everyone around are over. Just prepare yourself to live in prison. No, you can't do that to your dad. We used to be really close to each other, right? I raised you really well since the time Mom was dead. And this is how you repay me? I'm grateful for that, but what you did was beyond control. You're being different. You're not the father I used to know anymore. Beyond control? Are you talking about that one mistake I made? I've admitted my fault. I've apologized countless times for it, but you never seem to forgive me. You let that one incident define our entire relationship? It wasn't just one mistake, Dad. It was a series of poor choices and reckless actions. I tried to understand and support you through it all, but there comes a point where I have to draw the line. I can't condone illegal activities and harm caused to others. Dave, I know I messed up, but people change. I've been working so hard to turn my life around. Can't you see that I'm trying to be a better person? I will change for you and your family. I swear. I'll improve myself and become the best person. I'm your dad, so please believe me. Please help me. I don't want to live in prison. You wouldn't want your dad to live in prison, would you? It's too late to apologize, Dad. Everything's over. Goodbye forever. I don't want to see your face anymore. No, Dave! Dave!
Following that incident, Dave severed all ties with Alex, vowing never to see him again. He confided in his grandma, revealing the true extent of his father's malicious plot to seize the house for selfish motives. Understandably, his grandma was immediately consumed by anger and decided to sever all ties with Alex, expelling him from the house without any form of support. Furthermore, armed with the necessary evidence, I resolved to take legal action against Alex for the violence he inflicted upon me. As expected, I emerged victorious in court, and he was duly sentenced to prison. Perhaps the 10-year sentence served as an opportunity for him to reflect on the foolishness of his actions, spurred by his deadly pastime. As for me, I made a swift recovery from my injuries and found happiness alongside Dave and his grandma. Then, 1 year later, we joyously welcomed the arrival of our son, a truly wonderful child who became our most cherished treasure. This experience has instilled in me the belief that no matter how daunting the circumstances may appear, they can ultimately improve for everyone. How about you?